Okay, and the feds actually gave you permission to kill a mafia guy if you had to.
They did.
And they actually laid out these rules for you?
It wasn't that they gave you the rules, Vlad. It's kind of like look, if I gave you a look or a gesture, you'd be like, oh, no, I know what you meant. You know what I mean. I mean, okay. we're regular guys. Well, it's even more different when you're talking as a regular street guy like I was and around mafia guys. You know, I just mentioned to Dominic once we were in this place and I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing in there because he was there on business and I was enjoying myself and he just gave me the look and I knew exactly what he meant and I stopped it immediately and that was it. Well, same thing with the FBI as opposed to, listen, to me personally, the FBI is no different than the wise guys. I actually think they're a lot worse because they go under the guise of they're doing something right. But anyways, I told him I was proposed to have the hit on Michael Mancuso, who's now the boss of the Bonanno crime family. Now, Michael Mancuso, when I go way back, Michael probably doesn't even remember, but his niece used to go out with a friend of mine. Well, sometimes my friend was having a problem with this girl, and her mom, it was Mikey, Mikey knows his sister, said, I'll bring my brother here. And at that time, he was around the Purple Gang back then. I said, I don't give a shit who your brother is. You know, back then I was young, wild, and I didn't care. Well, that's how far me and Mike go back. But we never happened to bump heads, which was, I guess, maybe a good thing. Well, anyways, I get proposed to do this thing with, do I want this life? And now we talked about getting rid of Mike. So now here it is. I'm going to do my first piece of work. So I did bring it to the FBI. I said, listen, is there any way we can get rid of this guy? Whatever, because, I'm not trying to shoot anybody, but listen, when you're going to be that close to it, you got no choice, Vlad. So they said, listen, Joe, you do what you have to do in the street. The first thing they always told me was, first thing is never tell anybody you'll cooperate, which I did lie about. I did tell somebody. I told one of my friends that, my friend Pete, because I figured.
He was a mafia guy?
No, he wasn't a mafia guy. That's the reason why I told. Because I figured at least anything happened to me in the street, maybe he could say, hey, he was really working for the feds. Why did you guys protect him or whatever? But he screwed me in the end anyways. But anyway, needless to say, he says, you do what you have to do, Joe, because if I don't pull the trigger, Vlad, I get shot.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. They said, but then you got to tell us right away when it happens so that this way we can protect you.
Or put you in prison. One of the two.
Exactly. Now, you and I both know they're not protecting me.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's look, I don't want to kill anybody. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, if I was going to do this piece of work, in a way, it was part of what I knew and part of my role I was playing. I would have had to do it, and that's it. And so would I have liked it or no? That's something different. But I was going to get in just as much trouble as anybody else. So I was telling on myself in that respect.
Yeah.